Welcome back in sports. The 39th TAKARU Four Bowls tournament bowled off at the Defence Bowling Green at Murray Barracks. Teams from bowling clubs around the country are participating in this event. Paul Tomic Jr. reports.
It's the 39th TAKARU Fours again, this time since its inception back in 1983 at this same Defence Bowling Club. Only remaining players that played along with now retired Sergeant Major or Warrant Officer Class 1 or WO 1 Ezekiel TAKARU. Three of the bowlers that played alongside TAKARU are still with the Defence Bowling Club and still enjoying playing the sport of bowls. Teams taking part includes the Defence Bowling teams, the newly Metro City Bowling Club teams, led by Paul Sevua, and veteran Albert Barakena and Dr. Garap and the Hagen team. As the first day of the TAKARU Fours seen the veterans PNG team of Albert Barakena, Kiliwi Nabo, and Dr. Garap winning over the KTK team led by Victor Kiso. PNG Ports having two teams, Moni Plus and KTK from the Metro Bowling Club at Boroko, Bicini Precinct, had a draw, winning both games but going down in the second round games. While the Mars team, led by Dr. Babona, went down to Defence team 24 points to 4. Mount Hagen team, led by Lucas Roika, arrived just after the second round of the TAKARU Fours conclude, while Goroka did not attend. Paul Tomic Jr., NBC National Sports, Port Moresby.
And more on that, the second day of the TAKARU Fours at the Defence Bowling Club bowled off this morning to see the veteran bowlers ahead in the lead. The KTK team of senior bowlers are on track as well in their bowls. Paul Tomic with the details.
Since coming together, the veteran bowlers from Lay's team, comprising of Albert Barakena, Dr. Garap and Kiliwi Nabo, have set the pace ahead by 2 points. Closely following the Lay Team 1 is the KTK-sponsored bowlers of Kerry Walls, as keeper are 2 points behind. Mount Hagen, coming in with 4 teams of mostly young bowlers, are also on track. PNG Ports of Gabriel Tika, Isaac Kasi, Lay's Pomex Pomaleu, Paul Sevua and Defence Orea Boino in Section 4 are keeping just a tag behind. Nevertheless, live member of John Tiki in Section 3 and Vela Vele also in hand for the finals, bowling so well. Trevor Sire of the Defence Club are surely to get into the finals as well. A big prize money is expected to be shared among the teams in the city, with newly formed club the Metro City Bowling teams from Boroko's Bicini Bowls Club with 5 of their teams. Defence also, who are the host of the TAKARU Fours into its 39th year of running the bowls tournament. Only Goroka, Bulolo and Medeng failed to attend. Paul Tomic Jr., NBC National Sports, Port Moresby.
Still on bowling, the TAKARU Fours into its 39th year of Defence hosting the tournament of the Defence Bowling Club since then has been including more young junior bowlers in the tournament. Few from Mount Hagen and Defence Bowling Club at the Metro Bowling Club as well. Paul Tomic Jr. again reports.
To begin playing any form of sports, it is good to start as young as 6 years and up to the teenage group. This will make young bowlers learn more about the sport of bowls. Few of these young boys have tasted tournaments like the 39th TAKARU Fours just by following their parents' footsteps, either mum or dad, playing also at an early age. As some parents have played for a long time and even represented the country at the international level like the Pacific Games, Commonwealth Games or World Bowls. The likes of Dr. Gariga Babona Sr., Albert Barakena, Dr. Garap, the Boinos, the Kisos, and just coming into the bowls scene, the Kautus and the Walls and many more. One day these boys will be representing PNG at the bigger bowls tournament or the World Bowls in years to come. But its commitment, dedication, discipline and training keeps you sailing in the sport of bowls and sports that you choose to play. Paul Tomic Jr., NBC National Sports, Port Moresby.
The FIFA Local Organizing Committee has appointed Emmanuel POPOITAI as the only male manager of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup venues. POPOITAI is among the other 3 women venue managers. Again, Paul Tarmick Jr. with this report.
Young Emmanuel POPOITAI, being the only male among the 3 professional women managers, is happy to be in this role as the venue manager for the FIFA Women's Under-20s World Cup to be held in November this year.
Well, being the only male, I don't see any problem with that. In actual fact, I'm blessed that I'm amongst these professional women beside me, and they're my counterparts.
Being a footballer himself, POPOITAI said he is looking forward to be the venue general manager of the Bava Park.
Soccer is my life. I want to be able to be successful at being that VGM at Bava Park, regardless of the challenges we individually face. And I guess the experience I've had as a soccer player and growing up through my life has prepared me to play a role in this event and give back to the code that's molded me as a person.
POPOITAI and the 3 women will fly out at the end of this month to Jordan towards the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. Upon their return, he will look after the Bava Park venue as venue general manager, while the 3 women will be the venue general managers of the PNG Football Stadium, the National Football Stadium, and the Sir John Guy Stadium. Paul Tarmick Jr., NBC National Sports, Port Moresby.
To volleyball now. In its 42nd National Volleyball Championships annual general meeting, the PNG Volleyball Federation elected its new executives for the 2016 to 2019 period. Paul Tarmick Jr. again with this report.
From humble beginnings, a lot of challenges has faced Kiladik, who has been maintained as the president of the Fairfax Volleyball Association. KD, as he is known, has been a player and before moving to coaching and administration, and now in 2016 to be at the top as PNGVF president.
The influence of God in my life. So 3 months ago we started this journey. Me and my young boys from the Volleyball Fairfax, under those trees at the PNG Education Institute, just we took 2 acoustic guitars. We start to give glory and honor to God. And I suppose that God has done a big favor for me in this approach, and I'm looking forward for the next 3 years of what I can do for the sport.
He said his biggest goal and aim is to put together a strategic and corporate plan with all the requirements of training, coaching and other corporate plans to be submitted to their patron, the NCD Governor, Powes Pakop.
The corporate plan will outline all the necessary requirements, all the necessary competition programs, all the necessary training programs, administration programs, coaching programs, and all aspects of that is required for a sport.
He said you must have a sound, effective and efficient corporate plan which in order to see the sport of volleyball in PNG moving forward. President-elect Kiladik also mentioned his newly elected executives and members of the PNGVF for the next 3 years.
The new executives consist of Kila Oli from Vabukori as the Vice President. He was the former Secretary General of the PNG Volleyball Federation. And then we have the Vice President female, Luis Caro Rupa Ikufu. And then we have the Secretary from Tatana Caro is from Volleyball Fairfax. So that's the makeup of my new executives for the next 3 years.
Paul Tarmick Jr., NBC National Sports, Port Moresby.
To some snooker now. The BSP Men's National Snooker semi-finals got off this morning after a long 4 days of the round robin and the top 24 into the top 16 and the quarterfinals and semi-finals at the Lamana Q Club. Paul Tarmick Jr. with this report.
The last 4 snooker players remain in the hunt to see who gets the major title as it queued off this morning just before lunchtime. The first queue saw defending champion for the last 8 consecutive years, the Zong Fong, up against Noel Ramos, a first semi-finalist. In the second semi-finals is another Fong, Nathan queued off with Marcus Ning, the runners-up of the men's national title last year. The Fongs are experienced players like Ning, with Ramos being a first-time finalist. The finals is still underway at the Lamana Q Club at Waigani, Port Moresby. Paul Tomic Jr., NBC National Sports, Port Moresby.
Well, Jerry, that's a wrap for sports. It's over to you.
Thank you, Evelyn. Stay with us. We'll return after the break.